stuck in the elevator and it won't open.
Okay, I'm going to ask a few questions and then call for help. Grab your last name.
Lauren.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the On the Come Up podcast, where creative entrepreneurs share their come up journeys that turn their passions into success. I'm your host, Kimberly, so let's get started. What is up, guys? We are back with another episode. Today, we are here with Lauren. Lauren is an aesthetic injector, and if you're asking what that is, she can tell you. Hi, Lauren. How are you doing today?
Hey, girl. I'm good.
It's so good to see you.
I know. It's been a while since we got to see each other. I feel like it's almost been, like a year?
Has it been that long?
Ye-
No?
No?
No, I had just opened the studio, so I think it
Yeah.
was October, November-ish,
October.
maybe December. One of those.
Okay, yeah. It
It just feels way longer than
it
that.
does. It feels way longer than that.
Yeah, so let everybody know what exactly is an aesthetic injector for those people who don't know.
Yeah, of course. So being an aesthetic injector means making women feel confident, boosting their confidence, enhancing their natural beauty of what they already have. And that can include Botox, lip filler, peptides, all sorts of things go into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like your hair, by the way. Did you get a
Thank
haircut?
you. Yes, I
Yes,
did.
I just know. Yeah, it looks
Thank
cute.
you. Trying something new.
Have you had short hair?
Before, yes,
Yeah.
I had short hair. I've had long hair majority of my life, so I was like something different.
What made you want to be an injector?
So I've been in the hospitality industry for a really long time. Um, Helping people is just kind of like my background, I guess. And I just really wanted to, I guess what I'm trying to say is the best feeling is making other people feel good about themselves, right? So when I saw that aesthetics could do that, but like 10 times more, it gives me instant gratification. Like it just makes me feel good as a person, especially because I deal predominantly with women. And I am a girl's girl. So just being able to give other women that confidence, to make themselves feel better about themselves, whether it's like after a breakup or whatever it is, like the stories are endless, but just that instant gratification of making other women feel beautiful.
I know. I think I told you last time. Don't look at my top lip, guys.
Stop.
That it's probably it disappears like when I talk or smile. And I told you I won like some beauty giveaway, right? And they had Botox in it, and I got a lip filler, right? Not a lip filler.
A lip flip?
What is it called? Yes,
A
lip flip.
Yeah.
I got a lip flip, and to point like my family couldn't tell, right? Like they couldn't tell, but I could tell. Like when I smiled, I was just like, oh, I have a top lip there.
Yeah.
So I do understand. Like sometimes it's like,
Yeah, it's not so much. I think people get it. It's misunderstood between like vanity and being really vain and like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you and you should love yourself the way that you are, which true enough. But I also feel like at the same time, there's a balance and we can always find what makes us happy because it's just, I mean, once you get that one thing, that confidence boost of whatever it is, I mean, sometimes it's just as simple as like getting your nails done, right? Or like getting an eyebrow wax. Like it's something so simple, but like it just makes your day. And then you're like, you wake up and you're like, I'm ready to take on the world. Like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? And so it's a really, it's a really cool experience.
I know, especially when it comes to getting your eyebrows done, like you feel like a new person.
Yeah, no, you do.
And it's just as simple as like a cleanup, you know?
Yeah. And for me, I know this sounds so silly. It's my toes. Like I always have to have my toes done. I know that's like weird. I don't know. But as a girl, it just makes me feel good. Even in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Even in the wintertime, I'm like, I just want my feet done.
So you also mentioned on our previous conversation that you balance a full-time job like myself
Yeah.
while running a business. So what does a typical day look like for you?
Oh my goodness, it's crazy, hectic. So how I start my day is I wake up around 5:45 a.m. every day.
That's early.
I know. And what's crazy is I'm not a morning person. But I clock into my shift at 6 a.m. and shout out to the women in construction. So that's kind of what I do. And then I work my shift from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., which I pick the early shift so I can get off early.
Mhm.
And then I normally pick up my kids from school. And then depending on my schedule, I'll head to the salon in the afternoons. And then typically I'm at the salon Fridays and Saturdays as of right now, just trying to balance everything out. Yeah.
At what point did you decide to start this business while still working your day job?
That's a good question. At one point, was it, you know what it was for me? I've always known that I wanted to do something. I just didn't know what that something was, if that makes sense. Um, I say that to say I'm really like crafty and I'm really good at things. And if I had more time to focus on those things, I definitely would. Like I enjoy arts and crafts. I enjoy like video editing. I enjoy like there's just so many hobbies. I'm a Gemini. There's so many hobbies that I really like to dip my foot in. And so I just kind of knew sitting at a desk all day wasn't it for me. Like I knew that there was more out there, and I actually have a dental background too. So I knew that again with the
Mhm.
hospitality and doing something that um benefits others just really was like the one thing that kind of kept me going of like what else is out there that I'm interested in? What else is out there that I could do other than dental or, things like that. So I just always knew that I had a bigger purpose, I guess. Yeah.
How long have you been doing injecting?
I've been injecting for over 5 years now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
at what point, like, where you're like, okay, I'm not ready to let go of like the security?
So I think for me, and I can speak for a lot of people, is this economy.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard. It's hard even for us that have multiple streams of income. Because I do have outside of those two, I do have other streams of income, but even with that, it is still really difficult. And with my primary job, my main security is healthcare, which is also really important for me and my family, and I'm sure many other people that are out there trying to work an everyday job and then also support their dreams on the side. So I would say that's kind of what's keeping me trying to live this double life.
Were there moments like one affected the other?
No, there hasn't been a moment where one affected the other, but I would say mentally
Mm.
it can be exhausting. Like for me personally, there's not like a specific thing that happened, but like mentally, it can be a lot balancing both responsibilities. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you find the time to post on social media? Because I know you be at it. Like, her marketing skills are top tier, guys. So,
Oh,
like, how do
thank you.
you find
I try.
that those moments while you're, sitting behind a desk
Yeah,
and
yeah. So, shout out to my art side. That's the artsiness in me that I was referring to. Um, Honestly, I just try to it's crazy. So, normally I put my kids to bed around 8, 8:30 because we always have an early morning. But then when they're asleep, I'll either work on projects that like I have in my brain. I'll stay up till like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'll just be like, I gotta get this idea out. Like I have this
Mhm.
idea in my mind, and I think it's part of like the ADD, but I'm like, I need to get this out because I feel like once an idea pops in my head, it leaves and I won't remember it. It didn't happen, and I get excited about the ideas that I come up with. And so why did I just go blank? Dead. Okay, but anyways, so yeah. So I'll be up in the middle of the night just kind of going through ideas, but then during the day, so I do have a lunch break and then I do have breaks in between my shift. So I use those breaks to kind of
Mhm.
like post or edit videos, pictures, things like that. So
That's what you call like hustle. Because I'll literally, same, like I'll literally be sitting behind my desk, like putting stuff together. For my job,
yeah.
it's a little more like lenient, so I would just be sitting there on my phone when I don't have anything to do, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that's the perks of it, but then I'm like, dang, I could be like doing so much more right now. Do you ever feel like you're like stuck just sitting there behind the computer when you could
Yeah,
be doing so much more?
I do. I feel that way a lot. And I'm glad that you brought that up because I kind of felt like I was the only one that felt that way. It's a feeling that you can't really explain
Mm-hmm.
because you're like, I feel stuck, but why should you feel stuck when you're holding down two different hustles and you're doing great, but you feel stuck? That is exactly how I feel sometimes. Yeah, for sure. It's because, like I said, in your mind, you're like, oh, I could be doing this. I could be doing that. I could be doing that. And then you're just like sitting behind the desk and maintaining those responsibilities. But then you're like thinking ahead of like what you have to do later on that day or what you have to do that weekend. And it's like, so yeah, it gets a lot goes on in my brain.
I think that's at this moment in time, that's like how I'm feeling. Like I feel stuck because
Yeah.
I kind of like complain like every other day that I was like, I want to quit my job, right? Like my day
Yeah.
job, and I want to like sit here and do this full time. But then I think I'm just like it's not sustainable. Like, and I would
Yeah.
just wonder how people like just take that leap. And because I do this on my own, like even
Yes.
my parents are like, come move back home, then you can quit your job. I was like, no, thank you.
Aw.
So it's like, I
Yeah.
don't know, it's just hard navigating
Yeah.
how you feel in that moment in time.
It's really hard to balance, to find that balance.
Hmm.
I struggle with it every day. Like, it's just, yeah, it's a struggle.
How do you like get yourself out of it?
I would say, like, I think one of my favorite quotes is, if only you could see how other people see you or how other people view you. That's one of my favorite quotes because even though, like, in your mind, you're like, you feel stuck, or even in your mind, you feel like you're not doing enough, like, there's people out there that are like, she's really doing her thing.
Hmm.
Like, she is really doing her thing. And so for that, I have to remind myself, like, even though in this, like today, right now, this second, I feel stuck, it's just like a blimp of a moment in time. But like for me to continue to push, because I feel like if you don't push yourself to that potential, you won't know. You won't know where you end up. You won't know how successful you'll be unless you continue to try. So, I think that's what gets me out of that is like when I do feel that frustration of I'm stuck at work right now, or like I have a meeting to get to, or a Zoom call or training, because I still do trainings for construction on top of like aesthetic trainings,
Hmm.
So I think it's like just taking it step by step, and because it's so easy to get overwhelmed. It's so easy to get caught up in like balancing, because you're balancing multiple roles and you're one person. I think that's what it is. You're trying to balance all these roles, but you just have to remember, like, there's other people rooting for you, there's other people watching you, and then there's people that are ready for you to fail. So that helps.
Yeah, I just have to like remind myself here and there, like I'll figure it out. Like I'm gonna figure it out regardless, you know?
Yes, and you know what? It's funny that you said that because the other day I was having an empowerment conversation with my friend, and I was like, I just feel like I'm in a position where I can't afford to lose. And I think that's what makes me like push harder and want more, because I do
Mhm.
have a family and I do have children, and those people depend on me. So,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
What works for you when it comes to getting clients from your content?
Honestly, I would say Mm, I don't really know, but if I had to guess, I would say first it's pink.
Yes.
My aesthetic is very pink, and I feel like girls like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
And then I would say the other thing is I don't know. I get a lot of compliments on my lips that I do. A lot of people message me.
Mhm.
I would say that's what I do the most. The service um that I do the most of compared to all the other services. And I would say that because the content on my lips is just, I mean, it's just pops. It's glossy.
Mhm.
It's just like wow, that wow factor that girls want. So I don't know.
What's your favorite service?
My favorite service, I have two. I have facial balancing and lip filler. I think the reason why is because lip filler and facial balancing is instant gratification, whereas Botox takes time to settle in. So you don't see results immediately. It takes about 2 weeks until you see those results ultimately set in. And then, like I said, with filler, it's instant. So you can instantly see the before and after. Like as you're working,
Mhm.
I can see the difference. Yeah.
What is facial balancing?
So, facial balancing is when you're providing facial filler into the face to balance out. So, whether that's cheek, chin, jawline, nose filler. I don't know if you've ever seen any of those videos pop up, but
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Okay, and then you
it's
do.
just about making the face more asymmetrical on both
Mhm.
sides.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then plus the lip filler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you also do tooth gems.
Yes, I do tooth gems, which I feel like I do the least of
Really?
kind of right now. But yes, I do offer tooth gems, which is kind of where my dental background came from.
I'm surprised you're not like your day job isn't in dental right now.
Yeah, so I did it for a long time. I did dental for a really long time. Um, I started my internship at Baylor. I work there with resident dentists who are so being a dentist is crazy. You're in school for like 8 years or more, which people don't
Mhm.
know. So I worked with dentists that are trying to finish up their school and they need hands-on practice too. So I assisted there and then I went on to work a few more years in cosmetic dentistry. So I guess that's kind of where we go into
Mm,
the cosmetic
yeah.
side of things and like the medical background. And so like just being around like veneers, crowns, like things like that. And then I ch I chose to step away from that, just due to being away from my kids.
Mhm.
Um, it's you're gonna work long hours, and typically you work weekends. Weekends are pretty busy in the dental field, so yeah.
It was more demanding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was more demanding, and took a lot of time from my family, and that's the part I didn't enjoy, but I do miss it. Yeah,
Mhm.
I do miss it.
So I wanted to ask for the ladies that have never done any kind of lip filler, facial balancing, Botox, what is one thing that you would tell them that some advice on getting that kind of treatment?
Treatment? I would say that number one, don't listen to the myths that you see on TikTok and online because I get a lot of people in my
Mhm.
chair and they're like, I just don't want to look stuck. Like, I don't want my
Mhm.
face to be stuck, or I don't want it to have, like, I don't know, everybody says if you get Botox, your face doesn't move, or like, I don't know. You still have movement in your face, and Botox is 1000% customizable. So, you can fit it to your desire, your needs. What one person gets may not be what you want. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not one bottle fits everyone. One bottle of Botox fits everyone. That's not the case. It's fully customizable and then you do it to your desire and your want. So just don't be afraid, ask questions. Make sure that you're choosing someone that is educated, knows what they're doing,
Mm.
and yeah.
Do you get a lot of like people who first timers?
Yes, I have actually. I have gotten a lot of first timers. A lot of my clients are referrals.
Mhm.
So people speak on their past experiences
Mhm.
with me, which thankfully have been really positive experiences, and then they're interested in trying me. And I've been told I have a light hand. So I don't I don't I haven't got to experience my own hands yet, but a lot of my clients say I have a really light and gentle hand. So,
Oh, okay. So they can tell the
yeah.
difference. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
What's one thing you wish you knew before you started?
One thing I wish I knew before I started was, I would say one of the things, it's a financial commitment. I knew starting a business, you know, what do they say? It takes money to make money,
Mhm.
right? And I always knew that, but I guess I didn't realize how big of a leap and a commitment I was making when I chose this industry. And I do get messages from people messaging me online, and they'll say like, hey, how can I get into that industry? How can I do this? How can I do that? And my first response is, because I wish I knew, understand this is a big league. It's a big league to jump into, and it's a financial risk. And I wish I would have known that in the beginning, but I literally, so crazy. I literally put everything I had into starting it. And I'm sure you can,
Same, girl,
yeah.
same. My savings went.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and you're gonna lose money before you see any
Mhm.
return, like for a while. So
Mhm.
that's normal. Like, I would say those are the two things. Like, don't expect to like put all your money into your dreams or whatever it is that you want to pursue, and then you just want an immediate return.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still like we're still climbing that mountain, so
No,
it takes time.
I agree with that 100%. Like,
Yeah. And
that's
I wish I would have known that more, because I didn't realize how
Mhm.
deep, and then I was so deep in it, I couldn't get myself out of it. And so I guess it's like when you're on a roller coaster and you're like at the top and you're like, well, here we are.
Yeah.
Like, I guess this is what we're on. And that's just kind of how I felt. Like, I mean, even at one point I felt like giving up. And
Mhm.
I think that's important to share, because as a business owner, I feel like we all hit those pivotal moments of
Mhm.
like, do I want to do this? Is this for me? Should I pour more money into this? Or, but I'm glad, like, I look back at that moment because I remember when that moment was. I would say it was like year two.
Uh-huh.
Year two, I was like, I want to give up. But looking back, I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't be sitting here.
What was the pivoting moment that made you not give up?
I would say the people around me. I have some amazing, amazing people in my circle. Um, Honestly, for the first time in a really long time. And I think that's important. A lot of my fellow injectors were all supportive of each other. We all cheer each other on.
Mhm.
And I think just really having that support system really helped me, because I think when you have someone that's kind of in the same industry as you, they understand the trials that you go through as a business owner. Um, and they also understand, like, what is it like? Just they just understand it more, because they're going through
Mhm.
the same things as you are, basically. So it's like I just really had a lot of those people in my corner of like, yeah, well, I experienced that too. And I'm like, okay, this is normal.
Mhm.
But sometimes when you're going through a journey on your own, you don't know what's normal and what's
Right.
not normal. And you're like, is this supposed to be happening? Is this not supposed to be happening? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to figure out, but I think what's important again is just to have really good people in your circle motivating you and pushing you forward. And I really I have that. Whether it's like doctors, nurses, I've met a lot of people along this journey, and just biting knowledge off of all of these people has just been super, super, like, what's the word? I can't even think of the word. Like, it's just made an impression on
Mhm.
me. Um like to the point where like I think I want to go back to school.
Oh, really?
That's something I've like that's been on my mind heavy lately. Is like I want to go back to school. So, and that's just because of the people that are influencing me around me, and just the amazing things that I see that they're doing and how they're continuing their education to grow in this industry. So it's something that's really like been imprinted on me.
What would you go back to school for specifically?
Nursing.
Nursing? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And the medical field, something like I said, I started out kind of doing dental and being around doctors and things like that. So it's just something that I've always really enjoyed, something that I always took to, and that comes easy to me. So I think it's something that, because I think number one, you need to do something that you're passionate about. If you're not passionate about it, you're not going to enjoy it, and you're not going to be like wanting to invest your time into whatever that is. So for me, yeah, it would be nursing.
Okay. How do you feel? I've noticed the industry for injectors and stuff that you do is growing rapidly.
Yeah.
How do you feel when it comes to like the competition? Like, do you feel like there's competition, or how do you stand out from the rest?
I mean, people may disagree, but I don't see competition.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's just me, like as an individual, because my competition is me. Like I try to beat myself every day. Like, what can I do better? What can I do differently? Or um, I just try to think of how I can continue to push myself. I honestly don't see others as competition. I see it as motivation of like, if they can accomplish that, I can accomplish it too. Um, yeah, it's just motivation, um and then I would say like I guess like other people may see it as competition, but I've just never been that type of person naturally. Like I said, I really am truly a girl's girl, and I do try to like motivate others. And then to kind of stand out, I don't know. I guess, well, if I have to go off what other people are telling me, I would say it's my marketing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say it's my marketing. It's catchy, it's fun, it's pink, it's girly. And when I wanted to create my kind of business idea, and I'm sure you can relate, like going back to the beginning of the drawing board of like, I was like, I want to do bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just was like, bubbles is cute. Nobody really is using it. Um, and I think the girls like it. So yeah.
Yes, I thought that was super cute too, the pink and everything. It just fits, like it fits you,
Oh,
you know,
thank
and
you.
your whole like aesthetic like matches completely. So I think it looks good, and it's very like eye catching, you
Yeah.
know. So I
Thank
like that.
you.
If someone is trying to grow their clientele right now, what should they focus on first?
If you're trying to glow, I said glow. Look, we're just glowing and growing over here. If someone is trying to grow their clientele, I would say, I mean, I would hate to go back to marketing because I know we just touched on that, but I would say that's number
Mhm.
one. And the reason I'm going to say marketing is number one is because that's the first thing people see. If it's not your face,
Yep.
it's your marketing. And I feel like um if when it comes to marketing, I think it's important. I'm going to give y'all a little tip. When it comes to marketing, I think it's important to think of like an attention span of a toddler. So if what you're putting out there doesn't grab your attention in the first 5 seconds, it's it's not going to catch the next person's attention. And like for an example, we all do it, so I'm just going to say it. When you're scrolling on TikTok, right? We're like scrolling on the For You page, right?
Mhm.
Scrolling. But then you run across that one video and you stop and you sit there and you watch it. You have to ask yourself, why did you stop? What made you stop? What caught your attention? So I feel like that's really important to grow your business because you want people to stop and be like, wait, what is she offering? What is
Mhm.
she doing? Like, and I feel like that's kind of like what my pictures do in a way. They're like intriguing to the eye and people want to stop and click on it. So I feel like marketing is one of the main points. And then I would say that I have another one. Growing your business is just like referrals. That's huge. Just making sure as a business owner, you're being professional, you're on your P's and Q's. And then word of mouth is like key on top of marketing because it spreads, as we know.
Right.
Yeah. Word spreads fast. So definitely referrals and just maintaining that professionalism.
I love that. What advice would you give to someone who wants to open their own business?
I would say do it. Like, just, you know what? I'm glad you asked me this question. Don't listen to anyone telling you not to do it. Do it. When I first started my journey, I had a lot of doubtful people in my ear. And I was kind of battling like, because I'm listening to the outside noise, and I was just like, I really prayed about it on what is in my heart? What is it that I want to do? And just kind of tuned out the outside noise. And I went for it. And I still have moments where I'm like, what if I would have listened to the outside noise of like, oh, you're going to fail. It's not going to work. It's this, it's that. It's not easy. But, or like, how are you going to do that? You have a full-time job. You have kids. Like, how are you going to do that? I just don't listen to the doubtful sound in your mind. Just go for it. That's honestly my biggest advice, is just go for it, because if you fail, then it's like you tried. You did what millions of other people don't do, which is try. Which is what I almost didn't do. I almost didn't try. I almost didn't go for it. But definitely, like, just try, because if you don't know, if you don't try, you'll never know. You'll never know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me, like, when I decided I wanted to open my own podcast studio, I didn't like say anything to anyone. Right? Like, my parents knew, but it was something I kind of like kept to myself, because I was just like, I don't need nobody in my hair, or in my ear. So I was just like, I like made the decision that I was gonna do it, and then I did it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
smart. That's really smart. I didn't tell a ton of people. It's actually funny. I wasn't on social media for a long time. I had no social media for a long time. I'm really not a social media person, which is probably going to take you by surprise, considering I post every day now. But I wasn't a social media person for a long time. And then when I started my business, I decided to get on social media and start posting every day and stuff like that. But it's just, when I first popped out on social media, it was with my business. Yeah. And that was after a couple of years, but I really didn't tell a whole lot of people. But the few people I did were just kind of like, I'm not going to say they were like hateful or anything like that. It was just like, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't really know if you should do that or not. Like, I really didn't have like people motivating me. I would say the one person that did motivate me was my significant other. He was like, you should, like, yeah, like, do it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, I'll do it. So, yeah.
And he should be the one to say that. So.
I know, right?
So we're going to play a little this or that.
Okay.
Botox or filler?
Oh, I'm going to go with Botox on this one.
Lips or cheeks?
Lips.
Natural look or dramatic?
Oh, I'm going to go with natural. I'm really a natural, like, clean. Yeah.
And Instagram or TikTok?
Insta.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You post the same thing that you post on TikTok? Or you post more on TikTok?
I post more on Insta.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I would say, I don't know if this is like weird or not. I don't know. But on TikTok, I get like a little more personal than I do on Instagram. Instagram is more like business.
Right.
And TikTok, I do get like a little personal sometimes, because I feel like TikTok has that vibe of like, you can just kind of say anything
Yeah.
and do anything. I don't know. I don't know if you agree. Like TikTok is more like relaxed in a
Mhm.
way than Instagram. I feel like Instagram's more like professional.
Strict and to the point.
Yeah.
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 I feel that. Well, Lauren, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your journey. I appreciate it.
Of course, girly. Thank you
Yes.
for having me. I was so shy.
No, you did so good.
And we matched today
Yeah.
unintentionally.
If y'all are watching this on YouTube, we both got black blazers on. It was not planned.
It was
okay?
not planned, but it had to be meant to be because we were supposed to film, and then
Last week.
Yeah, last week, and then we chose to film today, and then we just ended up matching. So
Yeah. We both showed up like the boss business owners we are.
period.
Let everybody know where they can find you.
Yes, so it's at lavish period with low, so LAVISH period WITHLO, and that's standard across all social media. So you can find me lavish with low.
Lavish was low. Hit her up, guys. YouTube fam, don't forget to subscribe, like, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks.